All right, today we're diving into a framework called Quest. And its mission? Well, it's trying to solve a massive, often invisible problem that's plaguing entire nations: digital fragmentation. Let's dig into how it plans to build a future that's actually, truly connected.
So let's start with a really simple but honestly pretty powerful question. Think about your country. Does the healthcare system talk to the agricultural ministry? Does the business sector easily connect with the national supply chains? For most places, the answer is a big no. And that disconnect, it creates some serious and often totally hidden problems.
And that right there, that gets us to the heart of the problem Quest was built to solve. Let's take a look at the huge and frankly kind of surprising cost of all this digital fragmentation.
And the consequences? They're pretty stark when you think about it. When all your systems are stuck in their own little digital silos, you get tons of duplicated effort. You've got multiple government departments all building the exact same kind of technology. That's not just a waste of taxpayer money, it creates these huge security holes. And, maybe worst of all, it literally smothers the very innovation a country needs to get ahead.
Okay, so what's the alternative, right? Well, instead of fragmentation, the big idea here is federation. And that is exactly what the Quest framework is designed to build.
Let's put this side by side, because the difference is just night and day. The old way? That means siloed systems, being totally locked into expensive vendors, and taking months, sometimes years, to get anything new off the ground. Quest just completely flips that script. It brings in a unified data layer, it's built on an open source foundation so you're not locked in, and it uses shared infrastructure to slash deployment times from months down to, get this, just days.
So you got to understand, Quest isn't just another app or program. It's more like a foundational layer for an entire nation. Think of it like the digital plumbing that allows everything else, from small businesses to massive national projects, to finally connect and actually work together the way they're supposed to.
So, you're probably wondering, how does it actually pull all this off? Well, the framework is built on 5 core pillars, and they're all powered by one single central engine.
And man, the scope here it's just incredible. This isn't just one thing, it's a whole vision for connecting every single part of a modern economy. You've got next decks for digitizing commerce and supply chains, industrial automation with robotics, and even precision agriculture with agritech, the whole shebang.
But here's the secret sauce, right? The real magic isn't in any one of these pillars alone. It's in the centralized AI engine that ties them all together. This means an insight from one area can instantly supercharge another. An innovation in agriculture could inform a new robotics project, which can then be tested out in a virtual simulation, a digital twin, before you even spend a dime building it in the real world. It creates this incredibly powerful virtuous cycle of innovation.
Okay, so look, all of this sounds great on paper, right? But the real question is, does it actually work? Well, let's get into the hard numbers. Just let that sink in. 85%. That's the incredible cost reduction in deploying AI infrastructure using the Quest model compared to the old way. Think about that. For every dollar a government was spending on this stuff, they're now spending just 15 cents. That's not a game changer. It's a total revolution.
And it's not just about saving money, it's about speed. And this is huge. A 75% acceleration in robotics development. By using Quest's integrated AI and simulation tools, projects that used to be stuck in development for a year, now they're getting done in just a few months. That's a massive acceleration.
And this stuff has a direct impact on people's lives, like on the food supply. We're talking a 30% increase in agricultural yield. That comes from giving farmers access to the platform's AI-powered insights for precision farming. For a lot of countries, a number like that isn't just a statistic. That's a huge step towards food security.
So let's go back to that 85% cost reduction. How is that even possible? Well, this table breaks it down. Look at deployment time. What used to take 12 to 18 months now takes days, maybe even hours with Quest's model engine. Every single step that was complex, manual, and limited becomes pre-configured, automated, and ready to scale on demand.
You see these numbers, and you realize this is way bigger than just a tech upgrade. This is starting to look like an urgent national mission. And here's why it's so critical. Here are the real stakes. First, you've got technological sovereignty. This is about a country controlling its own digital destiny. Then there's real economic transformation, creating brand new high-value industries. And crucially, it's about gaining a serious competitive advantage in a world where these integrated, AI-powered ecosystems are the future.
And this really brings us to a powerful and kind of stark conclusion. The window of opportunity is closing. Nations that act now will lead, those that delay will follow. I mean, the message is crystal clear. The world is moving at an incredible pace. And the nations that build these unified digital foundations today are the ones that are going to define the next decade.
So, at the end of the day, it really all boils down to one fundamental choice. Stick with the old way, the path of fragmentation, of waste, of constantly playing catch-up, or choose the new path of federation, of innovation, and of national leadership. As this framework makes clear, that choice has never, ever been more critical.